So welcome to this program to bring some space and some strength into the hips, the core, the back. Okay, so with all of these things, especially when the body and mind intersect, it's always useful to take a moment just to arrive. Okay, so for this, let's take a seat. It could be on the floor, cross-legged. You might kneel, maybe with a bolster or a cushion under your buttocks. You can be sat in a seat. We won't be here for long, but let's just take a moment to arrive. So allow the spine to be tall, the belly to be soft, eyes open or closed. Let's just take a moment to become aware of the floor beneath us or the seat beneath us. Literally feeling the weight of the body moving into that seat. Then become aware of the breath. Not doing anything special with the breathing, just allowing the air to come into the body through the nose or mouth. And then watching it move out again. And just noticing those subtle changes in movement in the body as we breathe in and we breathe out. Notice where we're expanding. And then feeling that letting go as we let go of the breath. If we find thoughts coming into the mind, just accept, okay, we're human, thoughts come, and then letting them go on their way. And then gently deepening the breath a little. Breathe in a little more air. And then as we breathe out, let's breathe out through the mouth with kind of a whistle-like lip, a pursed lip position, where we blow out the air. And we're aiming for that air to kind of go out for as long as we comfortably can. We're not forcing that extra bit of air to come out. We're taking a breath in. And then firing that air out as if you're blowing down a straw. So just go in your own rhythm, just for a few breaths. Maybe we use our tummy muscles to draw our navel towards our spine, just to help press a bit more air out of the body. Let's do one last breath. Great. Okay, just circle the shoulders here. Bring some movement into the shoulders. Stretch the arms wide. Look up to the sky. Lift the heart. Take a breath in. Breathing out, wrap the arms around. Dip the chin and squeeze. Again, breathing in, wide, out, squeeze, and really curling down. And breathing in, lifting up, and out, squeeze. And releasing off. Now here comes a slightly strange bit. Bring awareness to your glutes, to your buttocks, and squeeze both of them together at the same time. Squeeze. Keep your face straight. And release. Just do that a few times, squeeze and release, both at the same time. They might go at the same time, there might be a slight lag on one side and we're just squeezing and releasing. And then go fast, so squeeze, 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 and release. Let them go soft. And then squeeze the right side and release, and the left, squeeze, and then we're alternating sides, so left, right. Squeeze, 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 release, squeeze, 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 release, squeeze, 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 release. Just squeezing. And then relax. And then squeeze together again and relax. Squeeze together again and relax. This is a great, the bum squeeze or the glute squeeze is great to do when you've had a little bit of back pain, just to check those glute muscles are firing as they should. So anytime throughout the day, do your glute squeezes. It's very simple yet very effective. Okay, so let's move now into a 4-point kneeling position. And so this is to really get some mobilization going on through the spine, relaxing the muscles there as well. Okay, so let's, with the tailbone, drop that down towards the ground, arch the back up, and then last of all, the head drops. So we're in our angry cat position here. And then we're going the other way, starting with the tailbone. The tailbone lifts up, the belly drops, and then last of all, the head lifts. It's like the spine waving. So take a breath in here. Breathing out, waving down to our angry cat. Then breathing in, the tailbone, belly drops, head lifts to our cow. So do a few waves on your own rhythm. Moving up and down. It's slow, it's steady, but it's amazing how much control and coordination this brings to the spinal unit. And then come back to center and just wiggle the hips from side to side a little. Maybe the hips go in circles. Maybe we imagine there's a pen coming down from our belly button and we're writing something on the mat. You can write a name, a circle, just whatever kind of comes, just letting those hips move in a novel way. Our body loves novel movement. Okie dokie. Just sit back into a child's pose. So big toes together, knees wide, sitting your buttocks down towards your heels. And we can rest our head on our hands here. And breathe. And as you breathe, imagine that you're breathing into the lower back. So imagine as you breathe in, it brings space into the lower back. And as we breathe out, the back softens. Okay, if you're not comfortable, find a position that is sometimes slightly narrower knees, bringing the arms to the side here, maybe stretching the arms above. Have a little play. We want it to be comfortable. Okay, if it's really not comfortable, then we can grab a big cushion. For example, I've got one of these, but any pillow cushion will do, and we can kind of rest on this. Takes a little bit of pressure off. Okay, so moving back into 4-point kneeling and stretching away with the left fingertips, the right toes. Draw the navel towards the spine and breathe in, lift the arm and the leg. Breathing out, elbow to knee under the body. Breathing in, lift. Out, elbow to knee. One more time. Elbow to knee. Release down, straight to the other side. Stretch fingertips and toes. Draw the navel in. Breathing in, lift up. Out, elbow to knee. Fall over. Breathing in, lift. Out, elbow to knee. One last time. Elbow to knee. If it was comfortable, go into the child's pose. Just for a moment, have a wiggle of the hips. All these micro movements is really good and just kind of softening down those muscles. Now, kneeling up, bring your right foot out to the side. Bring your left hand down to the floor. So we've got hand, knee, foot all in one line. We're pressing our hips forward. And we're going to lift up that leg. If it only lifts a little, that's fine. But we're activating these muscles on the side of the hip. We're lifting up and we're making circles here. If this is aggravating, I'd invite you to stand up here, maybe hold on to the wall and lift your leg out to the side. As you lift your leg, your toes are pointing in. You're leading with your heel and you're keeping those hips flat. You're not lifting up. We're not leaning with one side of the body. Just moving out, moving in. Okay, and go making those circles the other way if you're here. Super, and then popping over to the other side. So this time you've got that left leg out, the right hand comes down. Have the hands on the hips or wherever's comfy. Push the hips forwards, lift up, making circles. Okay, great. Or you can do this in standing on the other side. Circling the other way. And coming back. Again, move to a child's pose if it's comfortable. If it isn't comfortable, do a movement that feels comfortable. Maybe you want to stretch your back out this way. Listen to your body. Okay, little micro moments to listen here. Just have a wriggle around, that's great. Okay, so we're kneeling still. Step forward with your left foot. We're in a box lunge position. Okay, breathing in, stretch your fingers up. Now we can look up as well. That makes it harder. And then breathing out, hands back down, leaning forward, bring the fingertips behind. So for this, you can have the toes tucked under. To make it harder, you would have the legs straight. But for starters, start off in this box position. Again, breathing in, raise the fingers. Breathing out, back down. One more time. And back down. Let's switch the legs over. Okay. Setting up, getting our balance. Back toes can be tucked or flat. Let's breathe in, raise the fingers, maybe lift the head. Breathing out, coming back down. Breathing in, raise up. Out, back down. Last one. And hands back down. Okay, so now we'll make our way to a standing position, any way you like. Any movements you want to do to kind of release off. Okay, and then as we get here, let's just shake through the body. Shake. So shaking. Imagine nobody's watching. Hopefully no one is watching. And shake through our arms, shake through our legs. Really shake. We're trying to jangle all of the joints in the body. Shake, 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 shake. Take up some space. Just shake. Shake, 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 shake. Really, we're trying to raise our heart rate a little bit as we shake. So we're really, really shaking. Really jangling. Getting all the squodgy bits jangling about. Really, 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 really jangle, jangle, jangle. Shake, 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 shake. Then breathe in. Raise hands and sigh it out through the mouth. And again, breathe in. Out. One last time. And out. Let's take a moment in our mountain pose, hands facing forwards. Let's take this moment to feel the feet on the floor. Maybe there's a slight bend in the knees. Just aware of where the hips are in space. Hands on the hips, let's tuck the tailbone under, stick the tailbone out. And trying to be in your neutral position, somewhere in the middle of all that, the most comfortable position just there. Just standing, feeling the heart, feeling the breath, feeling the ground, and how pressing into that ground can bring space the whole way up the body. And softening. Imagine all the muscles go a little bit floppy. And then we're swinging the arms from side to side. We can make this as gentle, as small as we like. Maybe we want to swing a little bit more. Letting the arms be floppy, flopping in to the sides of the body. Okay, so it gets a little more challenging for the balance now. So take your time with this. This is progressions, okay? So let's go down. We're in our lunge. So before we were here, I'm going to invite you now to lift that back leg. So we're in a lunge position. Now feel free to have fingertips on a wall to start with, okay? If things are feeling a little bit wobbly, there's no point in face planting. To just progress, okay? We'll start here, draw the navel in, and we're bringing our weight forwards into the front foot. Don't worry if you have to take a few intermediate, or at least intermediate steps, and then we're drawing the knee up into the chest. Okay, lifting that as high as we can, and then we're stepping all the way back down. Okay, again, don't worry if you do it in steps to start with. Okay, so let's breathe in. Breathe out lower. Breathing in, lifting that knee up. Breathing out, stepping back. Breathing in, lift the knee. Breathing out, stepping back. Last one, breathing in, lift the knee. Out, step back. Super. Switch over, have a little shake. Now, if this is aggravating to start with, you can scrap this bit, but you can leave it out. Return back to the raising up the hands and lowering instead. Okay, so we're in our lunge. Breathe in, breathe out as we soften down. Breathing in, we're raising up. Breathing out, stepping back. Breathing in, lift up. Out, back. One last time. And back. Super step. Step the feet together. Have another little shake. Okie dokie. So from here, let's stretch up, breathe in. Breathe out, hinge from the hips, forward fold, hands coming towards the floor. Breathing in, lift the head up a little, you can hold on your thighs here. Breathing out, step back with the right leg, drop the knee. Breathing in, raise the chest. Breathing out, hands back down, step back to a plank position. Knees up or knees down. Pause here, feel the power in the body. And then let's bend the elbows, lower the body down to the ground, but we're keeping the elbows really tucked into the side of the body, coming down, release the toes. Press the big toes and the legs into the mat or the floor and lift up a little. And release down a little. Lift up a little. Release down. We're not forcing anything. We're just bringing some different movements through the spine. Okay, well done. Moving back. Cat-cow. Wiggle the hips. Maybe even a child's pose. Come back up. Okay. Tuck the toes under. We're moving to a downward dog. So here we've got our fingers spread. We're pressing our weight back. We're getting a stretch through our shoulders. If this feels too intense, have the knees bent. Okay, I don't mind what it looks like. It's just a novel movement and it's bringing strength in new places. Walking the feet towards the hands on the thighs, and we're curling up as if we're stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. Standing tall. Take a breath in, raise the hands. Breathing out, fold forwards. Breathing in, look up. Breathing out, stepping back with the right leg. Breathing in, raise the chest. Breathing out, hands down, moving back to plank, this time lowering all the way down to the ground, release the toes. Breathe into a baby cobra, releasing down. Breathing in, 4-point kneeling, have a little wiggle here. Maybe take a child's pose if it's comfortable. And then gently moving into a downward dog. If downward dog really isn't comfortable, 4-point kneeling is fine. Okay, and then we're walking our feet to in between our hands. Take a big breath in here. Breathe it out. Hands to the thighs, bend the knees, and we're curling up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. Lifting up, going to our mountain again, standing tall. Stretching through the shoulders here, standing strong. Feel this power that we do have inside of us. This presence, this space. And now, let's move our way down, come down to a seating position, seated position. Stretch the fingers away. And we can hold the knees if you like, and we're tilting the pelvis. So here we're lifted, we'll tilt the pelvis backwards, and we're aiming for this part of the spine to come down. We're drawing the navel towards the spine, and we're lowering down as if you're planting one vertebrae on the ground at a time. We're coming down, 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 down. Again, if that's aggravating, try a little bit and then just come down to the ground with the hands. Okay, we can build up. Okay, so as we're sat here, we've got our pelvis, we can rock the pelvis backwards and forwards. So we press the lower back into the mat, release the lower back, so then we can push the coccyx into the mat. So we're rolling forwards and backwards on the hips. And then we press the lower back into the mat, squeeze the buttocks, start to lift the buttocks. As we do, the back peels up. So we have knee, hips, shoulders, all in one line. We're holding. You may feel some stretch or tension on the backs of the legs. That's totally normal. And then I want to roll down. So one vertebrae at a time, pressing into the ground, rolling down slowly. It's like a free back massage here. Coming down all the way. Okay, so breathe in, we're rolling up. breathing out, we're rolling down. One more. And we're aiming to get this movement as smooth as we possibly can. In the beginning, it's probably a little bit jerky. We want it to be smooth after we've practiced a while. Lovely. Then draw the knees into the chest, give them a hug in. Release the hands, keep the knees where they are. Put the feet down to the ground and let the knees rock over to one side and then over to the other. Rocking around. Bring the feet wider. Again, knees over one side, then the other. And bring our feet a little closer. Take the right foot, put the ankle on the thigh here. And hold. If you're feeling a stretch in that right buttock, and stay here. If you want to make it more intense, you can bring your hands onto your trousers or around the back of that left leg. Draw the leg in closer. And so any sensation we feel here, we're breathing into it. So as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing space to that area of tightness, like blowing up a balloon. As we breathe out, we're inviting that space to soften a little, just we're letting go. One more breath. Release down, coming over to the other side. Again, that right foot might be on the floor, you might lift it. Whatever feels most comfortable. And we're breathing in, bringing space. Long breath out to allow this muscle to soften. And there's actual science behind this extended elongation of the exhale, actually helping the muscles to let go a little. Releasing off, bring the knees in, have a little rock from side to side, maybe make some circles. Come over to one side. And take a seat, whether that's on the floor or your chair. Just take a moment, just notice how the body feels. Take a moment to thank yourself for taking the time to practice.